It is truly frightening to realize how a few seconds can sometimes mean the difference between life and a violent death. On the morning of August 25th, 1990, 3 employees arrived a few moments early for work at their South Bend, Indiana drugstore. Their promptness would turn out to be a fatal mistake. At approximately 7:30 on Saturday morning, August 25th, 1990, the assistant manager of Osco's Western Avenue drugstore, Scott Dick, arrived at work. Scott got ready to open up for the day's business. Approximately 20 minutes later, 2 other store employees, Tracy Holovet and Connie Zalewski, also arrived. Scott, Tracy, and Connie would never be seen alive again. At approximately 8:05, after being called by a security guard, police arrived at the store. Inside, they found the bodies of Scott, Tracy, and Connie. All 3 had been shot execution style in the back of the head. $6,000 had been stolen from the store's safe by the killers.
I really can't make sense out of it, why an individual could actually go in there and shoot 3 people face to face. How can a person, you know, live with themselves day to day knowing that they've done to 3 innocent, 3 good people? It's not like they caused anyone any harm.
I don't know that I'll ever be able to come to terms with the senselessness of the whole act. Nobody's life is worth the money that was taken or anything that occurred there.
I'll never be able to get this answer, but I'd like to know why. Why, during a robbery, can't they just take the money and leave? Why 3 people had to be killed because of it?
Scott, Tracy, and Connie were gunned down in a timetable of terror. Although police don't know who killed them, they have partially reconstructed the circumstances. It all began at 7:36 when Scott punched in for work. After putting down his personal belongings, he unlocked the exit door, which would allow employees to come into the store. Scott then went to the safe to take out the cash register trays. He used his combination to open the top half of the safe. The bottom half could only be opened by a key, which Scott did not possess.
We believe that this is when the suspect and an accomplice entered the store together and approached Scott somewhere in the very front part of the store.
According to police, the 2 suspects must have known that Scott would be alone and exactly where he would be working. Police believe that one of the suspects might have been a former employee, as he knew the store's routine, and apparently had the key to the bottom half of the safe. It is known that after cleaning out the safe, one of the suspects forced Scott into the back storeroom and made him lie down on the floor. Moments after Scott was shot, Connie and Tracy entered the store, followed by 2 customers. One customer walked to the side of the store, and the other walked over to the film section, where she mistook the accomplice for a store employee. They exchanged a few words, and after a few minutes, both customers left the premises. They were followed out by the accomplice, who then locked the door and Tracy and Connie inside. At the same time, Connie and Tracy had unknowingly headed for the rear of the store and the waiting killer.
When we got there, there was a yellow rope around, and I still didn't know what was wrong. And we kept asking the police, can we talk to our daughter?
I could see all the activity that was going on, all the police cars. It was obviously something horrible. I just couldn't believe it. It's like something that you can never imagine.
All 3 victims had dreams that died during that July morning. Scott's dream was to coach his children's high school football team. Connie also loved children. and dreamed of having a family of her own one day. And Tracy looked forward to building her dream house near her parents' home. All of these dreams were to be cruelly denied for just $6,000. Police have been left with few clues. Although they suspect the killer may have been a former employee, so far they lack any concrete evidence. $100,000 is waiting for the person who helps them to solve this tragic case. How could anyone go from contemplating a petty theft to murder in one snap decision? In this case, police would like to find out firsthand. If anyone watching has information that might help solve this case, please call our special 900 number. All calls will be kept confidential.
If you have information about any of the stories you see on this episode of Missing Reward, please call our 24-hour hotline, 1-900-860-0860.